What's up, guys? So today I want to bring you a crazy idea that just may possibly work. So press that like button and subscribe button and stay tuned and see how it works out for me. Alright guys, so I talked about this a little bit in my last video. I showed you the finished product of the table that I fixed to talk about here. So I showed you the finished product, but I didn't show you the process of how I got to that step. So on refinishing tables, you sand the table, then you stain the table, then you polish the table. And that's how we did it. So you sand the table. It takes about 15 minutes per table to get all the poly off, all the stain off, and that's using about a 4-inch a belt sander, handheld belt sander. Now you can take a floor sander and do the same process. Lay the table on the ground, you walk on the table and do a floor sander just like on the floor, and do a table in probably 5 minutes. We haven't done that yet because we haven't had guys that can be dedicated to standing a table all day long, to standing down tables all day long. But if you have a guy that can do that, and you have all day long, and you have probably 30 or more tables to get done, it's well worth it to go ahead and go rent a belt sander and do it that way. For us here, it's about $75 for the weekend. We can get it on Friday at noon and keep it until Monday for about 75 bucks. So anyway, if you got more than 30 tables that you need done, that's probably well worth it to do it that way. Anyway, so during that process, you sand the table, you stain the table, wait for it to dry, then you have to poly the table. Poly is kind of hard to work. It takes time to dry. It's got to be the right weather temperature, above a certain temperature. So in your off season, it's kind of hard to do because it's cold temperatures. So you can't really stain a table or poly a table in the cold temperatures. It messes with the stain. You're not supposed to apply it below a certain temperature. But in the slow season is your time to stain tables. So you got to work through that. And without a climate controlled shop, it's hard to do. And I know a lot of people don't have that. So anyway, what we came up with this year, and I got stained. We've been doing that way. But I came up and I want to try this idea here. So what I'm talking about is torching the tables. So sand them off, stain all the stain, and poly off, and then torch it. So we'll see if this works. I'll show you some more finished products. I'll show you how I get it done. And I think we're going to try this on maybe 20 to 30 tables this year and see how it lasts. So when you torch a table, it's supposed to weatherproof it and bring the color, the wood grain out in the table, so it should look pretty nice. So anyway, that's the reason we're doing it. And well, another reason is to save time and money. We're gonna sand the table down and then you torch it, and it can go straight on a job the minute after you're done. Dry to the touch, it's good to go. There's no waiting around. So you sand it, you torch it, you can have the full table done in, if it takes 15 minutes to sand it, it takes about 3-4 minutes to torch it. So within 20 minutes, your table's done and gone. So anyway, that's one reason we're doing it. Another reason is because in cold temperatures, it's hard to work with stain and poly. With this process, you don't have to do that. If it goes through the year, it gets scratches in the table. You go back and torch straight over it. If it gets bad enough where you have to re-sand the whole table, yeah, you can re-sand the whole table, but you don't have to worry about getting all the stain or poly off. You don't have to hit every spot on the table if you don't want to. So there's another upside of it. So anyway, that's enough talk about it. I'll go ahead and show you the process of how it's done and what it looks like at the end, and you'll see how fast it is. So this here is, well, let's see if I can get a good view of it. Yeah, this here, if we can tell, it's a table that is sand it down. So I do have some stains still on this table in certain spots, but I think this is well enough to go ahead and start torching it. So I'll bring you over here to the so you can get a better view of that. Remember better view. Here's the table we're fixing to do. Anyway, I'll bring you over here to the side of the shop, and I'll go ahead and torch it, and I'll show you how the process is. All right, so here's the propane torch I'm talking about. You can get this little torch piece over at Harbor Freight. I know here in the States, at least, there's Harbor Freight that carries that. There's a lot of places carries that. That's pretty common. And then I got me a propane bottle right here. So this is what I'm going to be using. Very easy to start, very easy to torch it. A little bit hard to get the even, but that's just something I work on, and it just takes a little time getting it even, getting the burn marks on the table even. So let me turn you around. We'll show you the table. All right, guys, so again, I'll just show you the finished product here. This is the finished product and how it looks. So yeah, you can see it did bring the grain markings out of the table. On this one, like I said, you gotta get practice getting it even. Like it got a little dark in this area, maybe a little dark in this area over here. But overall, I did pretty well on this table. So we'll see how it lasts. Bring it to this side, you can really see how that grain comes out. So pretty, anyway, pretty cool. We'll see how it works. And this actually was a table. It's not, let's see if I can tell where this table came from. Company. Yeah, I'm not sure where this table came from as far as company. But this is not a a true wood grain table. You can see on the edging here, it's got that vinyl coating stuff on it, which it still turned out nice. I was kind of surprised about that. But yeah, you can see it flaking up here. It's not true wood all the way through it. And that same thing with the bottom down here. You see this line across down here, and then this is all different, a different grain coming this way. So the top plastic or the top vinyl coating is peeled off from here down. So you can see it all the way down that way. But anyway, it's turned out good here and good here. It is different because it doesn't have the actual wood grain down here. But either way, it did turn out well, and it turned out as good as stained wood. You really can't stain the top of this very well. You really can't stain down here very well. So yeah, it turned out as good as stain did in both areas of this table. Now we'll take some glue and maybe sand down this a little bit better where these vinyl's coming out. But anyway, other than that, there's the process. There's how it works. If you have any comments or ideas on this, how to do it better, or if you've already tried this, or if you have any tips on it, just comment below, let me know. Anyway, crazy idea. Just want to see how it works. Like I said, the process is faster. You can do it anytime, any windy day, cold day, hot day, I'm sure. You can get it done anytime, you can get it done faster. You don't waste money on stain. You don't waste money on employees or anybody not knowing how to do the stain, as far as putting too much on it, too little. Now they can burn the table, so there's a play off there. And I guess they can burn your shop down too. But anyway, I'm the one that's gonna be doing this, so I'm not too worried about that. But anyway, there's how it is. If you got any tips or tricks on it, just let me know. If you already tried it, if it is a good idea, if it's a bad idea, let me know your thoughts on it. Please like and subscribe. Press the like button for me. Subscribe. Help me grow my channel to at least 1,000 subs. I'll start bringing in some live videos of this stuff and like I said, the tent washer, on tent job, tent setups, and different things that y'all want to see. I can do a video on this chair washer if anybody wants to see that. So anyway, just please help me grow my channel up to that point so I can do some more things like that for y'all. Thanks for watching.